House Gallery. How's everybody doing tonight? That's it. Come on, it's Thursday night. You're at like one of the best venues in town. You're drinking craft beer, surrounded by all this amazing art. How's everybody doing tonight? Great. It's about a 6 out of 10. I give you. Welcome. My name is Wayne. I host our open mic here and do some work with the bands and stuff like that. And before we start open mic from 8 to 11 tonight, we have our artist presentation. But before we even do that, I wanted to bring up one of the founders and owners of the Brew House Gallery. Please welcome Joe Brockman.
And friend Yeager, head of security here. Now, I'm here tonight to represent not only the ownership, which is really not me, but the vision behind all of this, which is AJ Brockman, who really is not feeling all that well tonight. So I wanted to make sure that I came and said thank you all for coming. Please participate in any of the purchases for the awesome artists that we have here tonight, and we do change that out every 3 months. Thanks to all the artists that are here tonight to represent your artwork. Tell us a little bit about you and what your inspiration is. I can't thank everybody enough to continue to support the Brew House Gallery. And we also have a special guest here tonight that I really wanted to try to come up, because this is the Lake Park Arts District, and we get a lot of support from the town. And not only the town, but the mayor is here tonight. So I really wanted to introduce Michael O'Rourke, who is the mayor in the town of Lake Park. And he plays with Neverglades, which will be here on the 27th of this month.
Thanks, Joe. And thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. I have the privilege of being the mayor in this town. There's so many great things going on in this town. If you don't know about us, and this is your first time here, come back, because you're going to find out that there's a lot of great stuff going on here, including the Kelsey Theater, where we have a venue, national acts come in there and perform. It's a great time, and all the way down to the end of the Arts District area and farther. But there's a nice restaurant down there called Brick and Barrel, and you can order and have their food delivered here right now, if you like. And but in here, the Brew House Gallery, this is where our artists are centered on, and we're glad to have you here. Congratulations to everybody for creating such beautiful work, and let's get on with the introductions of the artists. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Mayor. Great to see you. And yeah, if you're free, you definitely want to come see his band play. He's amazing. Eric gets all spiked, his altered persona, I guess he comes out, he has the spiked hair and everything.
It's the alter ego.
Alter ego, that's the right word. There you go. So, hi everybody, I'm Sharon, Wayne's wife. Most of you know me as Wayne's wife. So thank you so much for being here and supporting the arts with us. Because we don't only support visual arts, we have the performing arts, which you'll see also with the open mic tonight. But we are so fortunate to have so many amazing artists that we get to see their work so often. And just so you know a little bit about our art, we have a different model. We don't charge commission for the artwork, so that actually gives the artist a chance to make some money and not give it all away. We just rent them the space on the wall. So we like to be able to have our artists be real working artists and be able to pay their bills. We don't like to ask them to do it. Well, you do it for exposure, because everybody has a power bill to pay, or a car payment or something. So, anyways, thanks again for being here, and through the night, please make sure you do go around and look at the art. And I want to welcome our first artist to the stage, just to talk a little bit about his work. Please welcome John Mangum.
One, I'd really like to thank the Brew House Gallery for the opportunity. This is a wonderful setup, the way you all do it. And I've been going to a lot of galleries throughout the years in different states. And there's never been a crowd this large. So I know you're not all here for the art, but still, there's never been a crowd this large looking at this. So it's really nice. So my inspiration is pretty much the state of Florida. I won't say I'm new to it. I've been here about 5 years, off and on, here and there. My stuff is this landscape stuff over there in the corner, lots of purples and blues and such. And I'm just trying to still understand how to make a landscape mine. You know, not be painting it like it's a photograph, because they're not photographs as such. And I just came back from D.C. where I was looking at the national galleries a lot and looking at work by Van Gogh and Pierre Bonnard and such. And it's just inspiring that, I mean, when you look at all this stuff, that people can step up to a canvas or a board or whatever they're stepping up to and have such a creative spirit that just goes in so many different flavors. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, John. All right, our next artist we're going to welcome to the stage. Please welcome Gabrielle. And so make sure that she's making her way up here. Her art is back here on the wall to the right. The superheroes that you see there, just a very talented young lady. So make sure you check out her art. And Gabrielle.
Hi, my name is Gabrielle. I'm a 17-year-old artist, and I normally sell my art.
Here, this is a show we do every Thursday night. The only time that they don't do it is Thanksgiving. So every Thursday night, otherwise, we are here from 8 until 11. If you've never been to an open mic before, you've never been to the open mic here, just to give you an idea of what's going on, basically an open mic means anybody can come up on stage and perform. So if you have something that you want to do, I still have spots on my list here, so you can sign up and you can come up on stage. But you're going to see all sorts of performers tonight. You're going to see musicians, poets, comedians, everything under the sun. Anything you might want to see, it'll be happening tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely more interesting than anything you'd be at home watching on TV tonight. The only thing that we do ask from you guys is try to be supportive of the people that are on stage. Keep your table talk to a minimum. If you really need to talk loudly, they have the lovely room over there. You can step right over across the hall and talk as loud as you want. But while you're in here, try to keep your table talk down. Give your attention to the folks on stage. And just be respectful. Clap when people come off. Clap when people come on stage and when they go off stage. It's just the nice thing to do, even if you didn't really love what they had to say or what they were doing. Give them some support, because you never know what somebody's going through. This might be their first time on stage, and with your support, with everybody's support here, they can keep growing and getting better. So that's what we like to show here. And just make sure, get some beers. They have some lovely beers in the back. I already have one going. It's over there. I'm drinking it right now. And yeah, buy the beers, buy your friends a beer, buy the host a beer. Like, I mean, if you want, that's allowed. And make sure you check out the Brew House on your Facebook. They have a page. It's a really well-run page. It has all their events coming up listed. I'll talk a little more about upcoming events throughout the show, but make sure you check out the Brew House on Facebook. Keep up to date. If you enjoy yourself tonight, come back, and let's have some fun tonight. Let's get a round of applause. We're going to have some fun tonight. I always do love coming out to the Brew House. I mean, it is such a nice place. But I don't know about you guys, but I get a little nervous if I'm in like too nice of a place, you know? Like, I was at this really high-end mall the other day, and this place was so ritzy. Their vending machines only ran on credit cards. Yeah. Do you have any idea how embarrassing it is to have a credit card declined by a soda machine? Like, not my proudest moment, people, I'll tell you that much. I have been trying to think of new ways to make money, come up with some outside-of-the-box ideas. I came up with what I think is $1 million idea, especially down here in South Florida. I want to start my own internet dating site. It's going to be a dating site for seniors only. We'll call it Expiration Date. Expiration Date. Stop assisted living and start assisted loving. That's our tagline. I do hate being broke. Being broke does suck, but I think that I might also hate being rich, you know? Because every time I see a story about a rich person in the news, I immediately get ticked off. Like, I don't know if you guys saw this story recently, but Forbes magazine, they're calling Kylie Jenner the world's youngest self-made billionaire. And Kylie Jenner, the world's youngest self-made billionaire. I don't know about you guys, but in my opinion, the only self-made woman in that family is Bruce. Like, that's... All right. That's a little bit of me. I'll probably do a few more jokes throughout the night. But I wanted to warm you up a little. And we'll go on to our first official act of the evening. We're going to get some music going. I want you guys to start clapping it up for the very talented Michael Farley, everybody. Yeah.
No, but I recognize it. And I asked Malaya, because that's where she goes to school. And she was like looking at me like I was crazy.
Give it up to Michael, everybody.
It's a math.
Thank you. It's an old country song that I thought everybody in the world knew, but I think I'm wrong. How old do you think I am? He asked. I said I don't know. Said I turned 65 about 11 months ago. I was sitting in Miami, pouring bourbon whiskey down. An old gray black gentleman was cleaning up the lounge. Wasn't anyone around, this old man and me. The guy who's tending bar was watching reruns on TV. Uninvited, he sat down and told me the song about old dogs and children and watermelon wine. You ever had a drink of watermelon wine, he asked. He told me all about it, though I didn't answer back. The only three things in this life were the solitary dime. It's old dogs and children and watermelon wine. Women think about themselves when their men folk ain't around. Friends are hard to find, they discover that you're down. I had them things when I was young and in my natural prime. Now it's old dogs and children and watermelon wine. Dogs care about you even when you make mistakes. God bless little children while they're still too young to hate. That's old dogs and children and watermelon wine. To catch a plane up to Atlanta the next day. As he walked away, I saw him picking up my change. Late that night, rest nor sleep, I dreamed of summertime and old dogs and children and watermelon wine. Old dogs and children and watermelon wine. County Hall. On a long and lonesome highway east of Omaha, listen to the engine moaning out its one-note song, and think about the woman or the girl you knew the night before. Your thoughts will soon be a-wandering way they always do. And you're riding 16 hours, there's nothing much to do. You don't feel much like riding, you just wish the trip were through. Here I am on the road again. Here I am up on the stage. Here I go, playing the star again. Here I go, turn the page. Walk into a restaurant, strung out from the road. You feel the eyes upon you, you're shaking off the cold. You pretend it doesn't bother you, you just want to explode. Most times you can't hear them talk, other times you can. All the same old cliches, is that a woman or a man? You always feel outnumbered, so you don't dare make a stand. Here I am on the road again. Here I am up on the stage. Here I go, playing the star again. There I go, turn the page. Out there in the spotlight, you're a million miles away, and every ounce of energy you try to give away. The sweat pours out your body like the music that you play. Later in the evening, lie awake in bed, the echo from the amplifier ringing in your head. You smoke the day's last cigarette, remembering what she said. Here I am on the road again. Here I am up on the stage. Here I go, playing the star again. Here I go, turn the page. Here I go, turn the page. Bob Seger, thank you.
Round of applause for all the great artists. God, these are really great. I don't think they traced or anything. People say comedy is subjective. At least that's what I'll be telling myself tonight if nobody laughs. A friend of mine said he wanted to get some pizza, and I said, I also as well. 3. He's like, what? I said I want pizza, and I said, I also as well. 3. What are you saying? I'm not allowed to say me too anymore. Does anybody here ever hear the term chores when they call it adulting? I did adulting. That's what they call chores nowadays. Adulting is really when you're just acting like a lazy pile of hot garbage, but you're doing trivial, mundane tasks. Like, I went to go get a haircut. I just sat there. I went to go to the car wash. I just sat there. I went to go chair shopping. I just sat there. All right. Does anybody know any homeschool kids? Any homeschool kids? It's interesting talking to homeschool kids. I'm not saying their parents are dumb, but it's a vicious cycle. Homeschool kids like to say, did you know that humans and dinosaurs were on the planet at the same time? I'm like, who taught you that stuff? Mom? All right. I enjoy the single life, which is good, because I don't believe in reincarnation. That one's dumb. That one's for me. I like puns. So, I started a new job, and a coworker, it was her birthday, she turned 23, so I got her a card. It said, 23. You're in the prime of your life. Did you see what I did there? And you can hold on to that card until you're 29, and please throw it away when you're 37, when the double entendre does not apply anymore. Mathletes, all right. Dating's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. I prefer to call girls on the cell phone as opposed to texting them. It's both romantic, and it doesn't give away that I can't spell food store. I used to be cool. I used to be a musician. But apparently I wasn't pretty enough for an art form that you listen to. Does anybody listen to country music? Any country fans? What happens when you play a country song in reverse?
What?
You listen to a terrible song backwards. I'm just kidding. These are jokes, and I'm stupid. I'm also currently a part-time hero. I am a Marine Corps reservist, so I am sometimes a part-time hero. A lot of people, when they find out I'm in the military, they're like, what are your thoughts on geopolitical events? And I'm like, I'm a sergeant in the reserves. No generals are calling me for their advice. What are we going to do about North Korea and their nukes? I don't think anyone should have nukes, except for us. That's why we're called the U.S. Us. That's my perspective. What are we going to do? We pulled out of that Iran nuke deal. Well, if sex education taught me anything, pulling out of the Iran nuke deal is only going to be 80% effective. That's dumb. All right. Well, I'm blanking out. This is my second time ever, so I just want to say thank you for your time. And I broke the next thing.
One more time for Joe, everybody. Clap it up for him. Oh, this actually is broken. All right. We can...
For Killian Drive. Been here for 11 years. And I love coming to Brew House because it's right around the corner. I've been doing it about 2 years now, delving into the music. And all my songs are about healing, connecting with self, connecting with others, connecting with source. So this song I just wrote this week, it's more of a mantra, kind of like a little chant. And it's called Talking to God. And the words are just bringing open-hearted praise and thinking holy thoughts. I love singing.
Thinking holy
say, talking to God. Hallelujah. Oh, wow. Talking to God. Hallelujah. Talking to God.
Thank you so much.
Good evening, everybody. As I usually mention, I do have a few, social disorders, and I feel like more and more mental health disorders are getting more attention. People are figuring out how to interact with people who aren't like them and brains work different. There's that show where the kid's autistic, but he's like a genius doctor, so it's like, just don't touch him, but it'll save your life. And I think that's awesome. And then you get like the ones that are even kind of cool, like the sociopaths, it's like, oh, they don't have feelings, so they make out like fat rats on Wall Street because they don't have morals, or they're like the coolest people who can make out in the corporate world. And then you get to me, and it's nothing cool. It's like school shooters and cat killers. That's what I get stuck with. And I don't think it's fair. So I try to tame it. And the way I've worked it out is I don't have to take the soul-stealing pills if I just isolate myself when I'm manic, which is the most fun thing ever. I like to lock myself up, kind of go through the whole I'm not going to sleep for 3 days thing. Interesting wise, I try to be productive. I'll sit down, I'll write a killer hour. Then I realize my handwriting isn't legible because my brain's moving faster than my hand is. So I'll try to be productive. I'll try to go meditate. And I do get that slight moment of clarity, but I'm a jerk, so when I get to my center place and I experience nirvana, I'm meditating. It's like meditating while manic. It's like taking 2 sleeping pills, then masturbating. It's nice, it's relaxing, but you're not gonna finish. And then I'm back up again. So I think the one thing I got that saves me from that now is my wife. She's counteracted everything negative that used to happen in my life. Like, I don't even care about hot chicks anymore because I'm married. They used to have like this evil control over me. Like, I don't even hold doors open for me anymore. I just slide in. I used to go places. I used to be around people, all because there'd be women there. You do all the things that are cool to do at a nightclub, but that's not why you go in there. Like, to be honest, I have alcohol and drugs at home, and they're way better than what most of these clubs are selling. Then you go through all that, you get dressed up to get the nice lady, and you bring her home, you gotta share your alcohol and drugs. It's too much. Just get married. I'm not doing that anymore. But, I don't know, it's been an interesting week for me, and I'm still going through this process of self-growth, and I've realized the only people I can associate with as far as friends are gamers and stoners. Those are the only 2 people I can be around where there's always something that's interesting other than, having to have an actual conversation. But the more and more I think about it, I think I might lose those 2 groups too, because every time I talk about stuff, I tend to ruin it. So let me test run stuff with you guys and see if it works. I think you should be allowed to be racist, but not homophobic. When you think about it, if you hate a certain group of people, you can at least blame the other group of people. Like, I was raised by black people, so they have an influence on who I am. So if you hate black people, maybe, it's just something about that you don't like. I wasn't raised by gay people. I didn't even get to meet any gay people until I was an adult. So you can't really blame that on who I am. Like, I might not even be doing it right. You gotta give me a chance. Like, even if you're a stoner, think about it. You didn't start smoking until you were a teenager. You were already a person by then. If you were a jerk, that's just in you. There's still so much you gotta learn. Pass the Dutchie to the left side. There's rules. So So, you know, that's my feelings on that. So if you want to be racist, go ahead. But if you don't want to fucking gay, just give me some time. I got stuff to work out. I was thinking, the entire opposition to it is usually religious based. It just sounds weird to me because I don't try to enforce my views on anybody, you know, and I got something that I'm hardcore about, and I think it's almost like what you guys like. The people who don't like me is like, you know, like the only difference between Jedi and Christianity is that Vader went to the dark side. They got the same thing, virgin birth, struggle with the duality of man. So if you guys get to force your ways on me, I feel like we should get some freaking perks, you know? Like, I don't even get to request May the 4th off. I have to try to sneak and watch it on my phone while I'm at work and stuff. I don't get any special freaking privileges based on what I like. So, basically, 1, you're allowed to be racist. 2, get married. And 3, May the 4th be with you.
Don't forget your notebook.
All right, one more time for Kiana, everybody. Kiana's pretty new too. What is that, your 4th or 5th time up? 4th time? Yeah, that's good stuff. You're doing really well. You know, we see a lot of new people here, always something different, always fun stuff. That's why you need to come out and support live entertainment, because everything that you see on stage tonight is something you're not going to see again. Like, that's what live entertainment is. It's raw, it's real, it's in the moment. When you watch stuff on TV, it's all edited and filtered and everything. You see real stuff when you come out and see live art. So it's great to see everybody out here. We're going to keep the show moving. We're going back to some music. We're going to bring up Holding the Moon, everybody, coming out. They might... they're coming, no problem, no problem. They're coming. I caught them unawares.
I'm waiting for him to...
We're good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm ready whenever you...
This picture tells the story of life in many shades. I wake up every morning and before I start each day, I take a drag from last night's cigarette that's smoldered in its tray. Now I'm a little something and then be on my way. I traveled far and wide, laid my head in many ports. I was guided by a compass, I saw beauty to the north. I told the tales of many lies and wore the faces of my own. I kept them all around me so I wouldn't be alone. But some may be from showing up, others came from growing up. Sometimes I was so messed up and didn't have a clue. Lying when it no one over. I'll wear it just for you. I've got your name written here in a rose tattoo. In a rose tattoo. In a rose tattoo. I got your name written here in a rose tattoo. In a rose tattoo. In a rose tattoo. I got your name written here in a rose tattoo. Well, this one's for the mighty sea, mischief, fame, and piracy. This one's for the man who raised me, taught me sacrifice and bravery. This one's for our favorite game, lacking only with the flag. This one's for our family name, with pride I wear him to the grave. Well, some may be from showing up, others came from growing up. Sometimes I was so messed up and didn't have a clue. Lying when it no one over. I'll wear it just for you. I've got your name written here in a rose tattoo. In a rose tattoo. In a rose tattoo. I've got your name written here in a rose rose tattoo, and a rose tattoo. I got your name written here, and a rose tattoo, and a rose tattoo, and a rose tattoo. I got your name written here, and a rose tattoo.
That song's called Rose Tattoo by the Dropkick Murphys. Continue with the Irish thing. Sure. Or Whiskey in the Jar. Sure. Yeah. So we're going to continue with the Irish theme and do another one I'm sure several people here have heard before. Whiskey in the Jar. Woo!
As I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol and then produced my extra. Sit stand and deliver, only the ball deceiver, my shooting. Hey, 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 whack ball and addio, whack ball and addio, there's whiskey in the jar. Well, I counted up this money and it made a pretty penny. And I put it in my pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed, she swore, she never would deceive me. But the devil take that woman, cause she never can be easy. Hey, 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 whack ball and addio, whack ball and addio, there's whiskey in the jar. Well, I went into my chamber, brought just for a slumber. I tripped to golden jewels, but is it any wonder that Jenny took me to tune and she filled me guns with water and called for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. Hey, 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 whack ball and addio, whack ball and addio, there's whiskey in the jar. Twas early in the morning before I rose for traveling. Up came a band of footmen and likewise Captain Farrell. And I first produced my pistols, for she stole away me an extra. And I could not shoot the water, so a prisoner I was captured. Hey, 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 whack ball and addio, whack ball and addio, there's whiskey in the jar. Hey, 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 whack ball and addio, whack ball and addio, there's whiskey in the jar.
Yeah, okay. Okay. We're gonna go from that to. Hang on. This song is called "Until the Sun Comes Home" by a band called the Moon Men, I think. Holden? One of us.
We'll dance and sing until the sun comes up. all the more that takes, and leaves us full of love. Whoa, oh, 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 we'll dance and sing until the sun comes home. You're not alone, don't worry anymore. We'll dance and play until the sun erases all of our bad days. It leaves us full of love. Thanks, everybody. Got my own vision, got no television. 100 million on mine, got some tunnel vision. Got big dreams, but I gotta keep a tunnel vision. Yeah, man, I gotta keep a tunnel vision. Stay focused. Man, I gotta keep a tunnel vision. Yeah, yeah. Can't stop me now, can't stop me now, can't stop me now, can't stop me now. Man, I gotta keep a tunnel vision. Yeah, man, I gotta keep a tunnel vision. Man, I gotta keep a tunnel vision. Can't stop me now, can't stop me now, can't stop me now, can't stop me now. Let me hear you say big dreams come true. Let me hear you say big dreams come true. Let me hear you say big dreams come true. Oh, big dreams. Check it. Come true. You wanna see me rap? I got this. Hey, no practice, no hype man, no ad clips. When I step inside the booth, that's classic. Like Michael, I might go ISO when the lights show. It's my show, I'm maestro. Cheese please like nachos, so I might drop 81 like Kobe. When I'm 81, they gon' remember me like Tom Brady. My mom, look at your baby son. Rolls Royce, drop top. When I hopped out, look at top notch. That's my future car. I'm a visionary, I can picture that. Can you picture that? I'm hot now, right now. I see the girls looking at me all right now. Going down in my DM from the 8 to the PM, but I got a special day. With Destiny, she got a sister name. Misunderstood, that's life for you. I'm nice for you. Young God in the flesh, that's Christ. Man, I gotta keep a tunnel vision. Man, I gotta keep a tunnel vision. Yeah. Man, I gotta keep a tunnel vision. Chasing that dream. Can't stop me now, can't stop me now, can't stop me now, can't stop me now. Man, I gotta keep a tunnel vision. Hey. Man, I gotta keep a tunnel vision. Don't stop. Man, I gotta keep a tunnel vision. Yeah, yeah. Can't stop me now, can't stop me now, can't stop me now, can't stop me now. Let me hear you say big dreams come true. Let me hear you say big dreams come true. Let me hear you say big dreams come true. Oh, big dreams. Everybody, let me hear you say big dreams. Everybody, let me hear you. Let me hear you say big dreams. One more time. Let me hear you say big dreams. A little bit louder. Oh, big dreams come true. Hold on. Let me hear you say big dreams come true. Let me hear you say big dreams come true. Let me hear you say big dreams come true. Big dreams come true. Even the baby liked it. Thank you. So, you liked it? Thank you, bro. I just recorded, I just made this song, they're not online yet. But once I get them online, I'll let you guys know where you can find them. The second song, I dedicate the second song to Wayne, who been going through a lot. I don't know if all you guys know, but he has some problem with his health. This guy is a fighter, he's been fighting, so
It's a wonderful time for him to be alive right now, to be enjoying his life with his wife and everybody. So I want to dedicate the second song to him and everybody who's enjoying life and chasing their dream. Let's go. Yeah. Shifted. What a time to be alive right now. Yeah, check it. Yeah. R.I.P. to my little cousin, Gentle Pierre, I miss you. I watched him tears fall from my auntie, I give her some tissue. Who never thought it come to this, man, can so what's the issue? I watch it choke the life out of you while your sister kiss you. Goodbye, although I'm sad, but my dream got me feeling blissful. Zero in on my target like hit-seeking missile. Had to earn them strike, got me feeling official. Cloudy told me plead the fifth even if someone diss you. Sully told me keep the fifth even when they dismiss you. Keep on coming back for more walk even when you're soft and sore. On the road when you on tour. Never let your soul detour. Never forget where you come from. Keep on rapping for the poor. I'm from a place where they clap at you for speaking your mind. Now they clap for me for speaking my mind. Ironic how the tables turn. Now I'm what the labels yearn. What a time to be alive right now. Yeah, I can feel it in the air. The love everywhere. The future is here. What a time to be alive right now. Yeah, I can feel it in the air. The love everywhere. The future is here. In life you live, you learn, I'm just keeping it simple. My scar turned to beauty like 50 Cent dimple. No homo, this just a punchline. On the instrumental, I go when it's crunch time. Yeah, let it sink in like the Titanic. On the beat like Will Smith, son, I'm just iconic. This is my mother's tears, this is my father's blood. This is her work pays off for me, listen, I got my father's blood. Mind of a visionary, I can see the future. When I rhyme, you can feel it like I'm quoting scripture. Deep poetry, spoken words mixed with melody. This is the life I chose instead of the street catching felonies. It gets spiritual ones to beat on. Straight from the jungle to the big city, feeling like King Kong. We on. And I don't want your sympathy. Check out my symphony. What a time to be alive right now. Hey, I can feel it in the air. The love everywhere. The future is here. You gonna be alright. What a time to be alive right now. Yeah, I can feel it in the air. The love everywhere. The future is here. Think I feel love here? What a time to be alive right now. Wayne. Yeah, I can feel it in the air. The love everywhere. The future is here. There you go. Alright, man. I go by the name of Shifted. I hope my music uplifts your soul, your spirit, just like I've been saying out here and enjoy everybody who came up. Y'all music touched me. And I'm definitely gonna have a better night just by coming down here, so that's why you should keep coming and buy more drinks. Don't drink and drive though. Get you a driver or Uber or something. I got some card with me where you can check out my music, so if you're interested, just let me know and I'll bring you some. Thank you.
That was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's what I said.
Here's what I know. Anyone else here from Boston? Good. Screw those assholes. Except for her right there. This is the only good now. You know what I noticed growing up in Boston, living here? Well, you guys get the weirdest street names down here. I live in Boca. We'll start in Boca. Yamato Road. What the hell's a Yamato? Nobody knows what name it. The streets. I mean, check this out. You can't make this up, right, people? First day I moved down here, I'm looking to buy a house. I call. I get this pretentious, stuffy Boca realtor on the phone. She's like, take I-95 and proceed north to Yamato. I go, Yamato, you mean Yamato? Really snotty. She goes, excuse me, Sonny, I'm living here 54 years. Proper pronunciation is Yamato. I go, really? Well, right now, I'm on Palmetto. And again, it's my first day here, right? Me and my buddy, we hop on 95. We're heading south. I'm driving. He's like, get off on this road. I'm like, sample road? It's not a road, dude. It's a sample of what a road should look like. I meet this chick. She's got an ass like this. I'm like, baby, where do you live? Butts Road. You know who lives on Butts Road? Bunch of assholes. I'm on Hiatus Road. I'm handing this guy $1. I'm like, dude, are you homeless? He's like, can't you see I'm on hiatus? Last one, my client, she goes, Perry, take I-75 South Miramar Parkway, head west to Dykes Road. You built the road, the best name you could. I went to Dykes Road. I crashed right into Ellen DeGeneres. She gave me permission. She's a comic, people.
You're like, I can't believe he mentioned that Ellen DeGeneres is gay at the Brew House. We thought she was straight till he got here. I think I just lost the crowd.
Alright, here's what I noticed growing up in Boston. Like, I can't stand my own friggin' accent, but now perhaps I should explain. When I was living in Boston, I'm working part-time for Wells Fargo, driving an armored car. Right, first day of work, I got a new shirt, a bird shit on my shirt, now I got a dirty shirt. How am I gonna work with a dirty shirt? It's absurd. The accent absurd, right? I left Boston, I moved to New York, we got a New Yorker. Good, screw those bastards, except for her. I moved to New York, I got your accent. I'm like, hey, Tony, I tell you to wake the guy, you wake the freaking guy in. I left there, I moved to Wilton Manors. In 20 minutes, I got the accent. Hi. I'm killing up here tonight. This is the best I've ever done in 10 years. I'm getting out of that joke. I'm gonna try a couple new ones. Anyone here have dogs? Dog lovers? Dogs? Anyone ever see, so many people don't know, anyone see this commercial, the Thunder shirt? You see the Thunder shirt? Right? If you don't know the Thunder shirt, it's this cute little shirt that you pay like $112 for, and you put it on your dog, and it's really snug, and it makes him feel all secure, and he's not afraid of loud noises like the thunder. That's great, but I don't have a dog. So I couldn't buy my dog a Thunder shirt. But I just got my cat lightning pants. Yeah, right. If you have a bird, I suggest you get him hurricane shoes. We have any Latinas in here? Spanish women? Latinos? Does anyone here speak English? My girl's Brazilian, my ex-wife, I always date Latin women. So there's a true story I'll share with you guys. I live in Boca, I'm doing a comedy show in Key West. My girl's Brazilian, you know, she got the accent, she speaks Portuguese, of course. We get in the car, we're driving to Key West, she puts on that Spanish Miami station, if you ever heard this one. I'm driving, she's playing with the radio. Romantica. Romantica. That's all the guy says the whole time. I'm like, shut that crap off. In the middle of the song, he stops the song. He goes, Romantica, and he puts the song back on. I go, shut it off. She goes, bullcrap. I'm going to go drive 4 hours to the Keys to watch your stupid comedy show. You're going to listen to my radio station. I got 4 hours of this the whole time. Romantica. But I'm no dummy. We get in the hotel room. I get on top of her. I'm like, Romantica. And it worked because she got off like that. Actually, wait, that was me. Doesn't matter. The point is, one of us came very fast. He said, came in the Roadhouse. Is it called the Roadhouse? The Brew House. He said, came in the Brew House. When I got here, I remember it was called the Brew House, but I drank some of this fine beer. I got one more new joke I want to try. Oh, where are my pot smokers? Hey, we got one guy here and we got his dealer with him. See here? No, honestly, who smokes pot in here and enjoys it? These three. See, here's the thing. This is a true story. I graduated high school in 1979. Now, I used to smoke pot every day, all day. But I quit. I used to sell weed in high school. So, and here's what I noticed is, if you smoke pot all the time, you're used to it and you can function. But if you quit and then you smoke again, you get totally blown away and paranoid. I smoked pot for the first time recently. I was home alone. I was terrified of my cat. I don't have a cat. But here's what I found out, right? So in high school, I'm selling weed. I'm the bad guy. I'm the pusher. I'm the dealer. Now we got all this medical marijuana. I wasn't the bad guy, the pusher, the dealer. I was a doctor. That's way funnier than what you gave me. I would have liked me too after the response. All right, you guys seem to be a musical crowd. I'll close with a... Is it okay if I close with a joke that concerns music? Is it okay if I even say another thing? So does this work? It works. All right, so John, your amazing host, with Rachel, your co-host, We did a show in Tampa, Florida recently, right? Check it out. This place holds 4,011 people. There were 4,011. It's packed, right? It was amazing. So I thought it might have been the best show we had ever done until, of course, this evening.
Yes.
So after the show, John and I are out front. You know, we're celebrating. We're signing autographs. We're drinking beer. We're smoking weed. We're taking ecstasy. You know, we're dropping roofies in everyone's drink. We're doing all the things guys do when they want to have fun, right? This lady recognizes me. She walks up to me. She goes, "Hey guys, can I get you anything? Like a wristwatch?" It's just a joke. Don't hit me, I'm an old man. So this lady comes up to me, she goes, "Perry Sack, I've seen you 10 times. I go, "You like it?" She goes, "You suck." I'm like, "Mom." No, she goes, "Get out of comedy, it ain't for you." I go, "Wow, that hurt. I'm a comic. What do you suggest I do, lady?" She goes, "Buy a friggin' harmonica. Comedy ain't for you." So is it alright if I give it a shot? Guys, I'm working on a new bit in case She said, "Please, anything but your comedy." By the way, I want you to know I'm single, and we're in the same age group, you and I. Here's what I got so far.
Good.
It's a pretty good crowd, just like Saturday. But John has just gave me the light. Because he knows it's not me that you came here to see, and he knows I was bombing all night. And the room feels like a funeral. As my jokes make the fans disappear. As I exit the bar, you'll kick dents in my car. You'll say, "Man, get the fuck out of here." I'm Perry Sack.
That good old Southern boy, Perry Sack. Amazing, isn't he? Let's keep this going with a very funny man, Mr. Dougie Alameda.
Keep it going, yes, please.
Hey. All right, Perry didn't walk everybody this time. That's great. All right. Only kidding. I'm in a good mood. Because I fit in this shirt. The guy's like, "No, you don't, dude. You're not fit as like a fat boy." I gotta do something about my weight. Even the picture of me on the refrigerator keeps sliding down. That's not bad. I don't know if I should go on a diet or get more magnets. Dieting means I can't eat pizza and stop drinking beer. I can get magnets. Dollar store has cheap magnets. Even my car's trying to tell me to lose weight. When I put the address in the navigation to get here, it suggested I walked. It's not nice. Here's how I know you're getting fat. It's been a long time since somebody asked me if I wanted a piece of cake. They don't ask. They just bring me a piece. And not only do they bring me a piece, they bring me that huge piece.
Yeah,
You know the piece. Yeah, the one that no one else will eat. I'm like, "Hey man, what makes you think I always want the big piece?" I go, "You don't want it?" I'm like, "No, I want it. I'm just asking a question." This is buttercream. Buttercream. You hear the stage cracking? It's making me nervous too. Just letting you know right now. I'm not too old to party, but I am too fat to pool party. Don't invite me to your pool party. My friends invite me to pool parties. I was in Vegas. Everybody wanted to go to a pool party. I don't do pool parties. You know why I don't do pool parties? Because if I was bald, I wouldn't wear a wig. Think about that for a second. Because if I go to a pool party, I go with a shirt in the pool. I'm the guy who wears a shirt in the pool, which is the guy who wears the wig.
Got it.
Got it, thanks. I thought this was like a Brew House Gallery. Like there's a Mensa member meeting here. People are thinking, meanwhile, it's a bunch of potheads that came to get free cheese. I was doing a show, the lady says after the show, she says, "You know, you're really not that fat." I'm like, "Thanks." But there's two types of fat. There's fat
And there's I can still get laid fat. Okay, I'm fat. I guess. But I had something to say. I'm an actor. I'm getting a little disappointed with my agent because I keep getting the same roles. I keep getting mafia guys and diabetes commercials. So now I'm in a new movie. I'm a mafia guy that has diabetes. It's called Syringes. Yeah, I beat the shit out of people for their Snickers bars. It's pretty cool. I get to keep the Snickers. I am trying to get out more. This is the summer. Like the other day I went to the beach. My friend's like, get active. So I went water skiing. I mean, I was supposed to be parasailing, but... the boat wasn't that strong. I just found out the fattest man alive weighs 1,428 pounds. His name is Pablo, and he lives in Mexico. Yeah, this is one guy that Trump doesn't have to worry about jumping over the wall. Pablo's not making any leap for freedom. But we are getting a little concerned because the Mexican government's building this big slingshot. And they got Pablo in a red bird outfit. He's pretty pissed off. And some of you people got nervous when I started telling that joke. You thought it was a Trump joke. It's not a Trump joke. And some of you got nervous because you thought it was a Mexican joke. It's not a Mexican joke. It's an Angry Birds joke. Calm down. Don't be so uptight. A friend of mine just got fired from Uber. I know. Who the hell gets fired from Uber? What's next? Babysitting? Where do you go from Uber? How do you get fired from Uber? What are the hours at Uber? Whatever hours you want. Where's your office? In your car. I don't know. Maybe I don't understand. I mean, you know, if you get fired from Uber, you don't want to. You're never going to work again. Maybe you can get a job at Radio Shack. Blockbuster. Somebody asked me how I got started in comedy. For me, it was very simple. My boss surprised me with a drug test. He says, you're going to take a drug test tomorrow. And I figured, well, I've done most drugs. I should do pretty good in that test. You know? I've never been more prepared for a test in my life. I didn't pass. Did you ever take a drug test, sir? Did you go out? Did you pass? Yeah, I smoked too much weed. Before the test, I thought that's what it was. I thought I got to get high for the test. I'm like, big test tomorrow. I smoked so much weed that they put my piss in the machine started playing Bob Marley music. Okay, that's how bad it was. I actually got so high the other day I spent 2.5 hours trying to open my garage door with my sun pass. A lot of young people here. It's good. How old are you, dude?
24.
Nice. Yeah, you don't hear I said 24. You don't hear me going 51. I like to give advice.
Okay.
Is this your girl or wife? What?
Yeah, it's my girl.
Your girl. Nice. You don't go to strip clubs, right?
Never.
You still got glitter on your forehead. Stop lying. Don't do strip clubs. Don't do it. Go to Asian massage parlors. It's much more therapeutic to get a massage. Well, I guess she's been there too. I don't know.
I'm a massage therapist.
Are you? Oh. I just got a little excited. I really did. I can carry on the rest of my joke. No, because that's what happens. I've been to so many Asian massage parlors, I think it's okay to be naked in front of Asian people. I got kicked out of Panda Express 14 times this year.
Oh, shit.
It's embarrassing.
Thank you so much.
But I'm glad you got a girl, because I got my friends that are younger, they always ask me if I used to be a professional Thai boxer, I used to travel, I used to do a lot of stuff, and what I did is I've been in a lot of threesomes.
Oh.
Yeah. You ever been in a threesome?
No.
Is this your family with you, or her? So this has become awkward, right? This is the mother-in-law, she's like, I can't believe we're having this guy as your mom.
Her mom.
That's your mom?
I'm the dad.
You're the dad? Okay there. Okay, cock blocker. Okay, I got this guy in there.
I got a son here. I'll kick your ass.
All right, well, calm down, Chief.
It's all good.
Yeah, well, so that's your son?
No, that's my daughter.
Okay, cool. Well, then you'll be fine with this. My advice to him is not to get into threesomes. It's when you're in a threesome with two women, it's like opening Pandora's box. I mean, you're opening a lot of boxes. That's not the because here's what happens: when you're two women, it's very exciting, and then you're with three women. Next thing you know, you got to be with one woman, and you can't deal with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like driving a Ferrari and having to go down to a Kia. You know what I'm saying? It's like eating New York style pizza than eating Weight Watchers pizza. It's a difference. You can't do it. And here's what happens: if you're with two girls, you get excited real quick. It's over. You learn your real capacity. You're with two beautiful women. Ooh, it's over. You know what I'm talking about, obviously. You're giggling over nothing. Nothing worse than being with two women and ending it real quick with a little. It's like going to Hawaii for a day. All that work to get there, and it's over. You understand? It's time to go home. So you got to calm down. It's not good. Right, Dad? You've been in a threesome, Dad?
I've been in Hawaii.
All right, well, you've been in Hawaii. All right, well, that's the same thing. You just did the hula shit, And here's the problem, dude. Here's what happens. You open Pandora's box. Next thing you know, she wants a threesome, but with another guy. I know. You better make sure you better make sure you're another dude. You're like, it's over. There's nothing worse than being in a threesome, being in the kitchen making sandwiches. You understand what I'm saying? Anybody want mustard? No, it's not a bad move. I was in a threesome one time, and it happened to me. I was excited. I'm like, you guys mind? I gotta go put more money in the meter. I gotta be a little longer here.
The best advice I've ever had.
Thanks. Well, don't say that in front of your upcoming father-in-law. He's gonna kick your ass.
No.
All right. I am married. I'm excited. I got a great wife, but she's acting a little weird because she just found out that if I die in an airplane, she gets an extra $250,000 from American Express. Yeah. My next gig's in Fort Lauderdale. She wants me to fly. I'm like, honey, I can drive. She's like, no, we need the point. Get on the plane. I got you a ticket on Spirit. West Palm Beach to Fort Lauderdale. And sir, you're a respectful man. You have a family. If you're not traveling with your wife and you're flying without her, what's the first thing you do when you get there?
Call her.
You call her. Exactly. Hey, that's what I do. I'm like, hey, honey, I just made it. She's like, oh, great. Hold on a second. I'm at the Mercedes dealership. Hold on a second. Cancel the order. Cancel the order. Yeah, he made it. Can you believe it, that fat bastard? Hey, I'm Doug Almeida. Thanks for coming out and supporting the live.
One more time for Dougie, everybody. Clap it up for him. All right, ladies and gents, we are rolling right along here. We're having a great show. We're going to keep it up. We got some more comedy coming. Your next performer coming to stage. Clap it up for Waldo, everybody. Clap it up for Waldo.
Where is he?
Alright, this shit doesn't know I don't want to work this. I apologize. Yep. Yeah. I don't have an iPhone. I got an iPod simply because I don't enjoy mixing business with pleasure.
That's what he said.
Well, that's what my dad always told me. Particularly when it comes to conjugating with someone in your workspace. Alright. Since we're talking about marijuana was mentioned tonight and who smoked marijuana, I raised my hand, and evidently some other people back there did too, but I'm prescribed it. I can legally fumar multa. Yes, I can. And just say that I can whip it out here. But, but the beautiful thing is, about, I don't know how many feet, but right on North Lake over there, a little bit, about half a mile up on North Lake, I was on a halfway house. and I was serving some healthy time for marijuana. Yeah, and there they like to insist I had a drug addiction, and I was like, and kept on calling me a drug addict of some sort because I was there for marijuana. I was like, no. I've done a lot of drugs, a lot of narcotics. In fact, you name it, it's been through my body. I'm a connoisseur. I'm not an addict. I'm a connoisseur of drugs. Seriously, I've done a lot of drugs, but I've only done them like once or twice. I don't do them that much. I'm like Curious George. And also, like I said, like a lot around here is Florida is the health capital of America, so there's a lot of anonymous meetings around here. Like there's Narcotics Anonymous, NA, there's Alcoholic Anonymous. When I was in the halfway house, we were required to go to at least 3 anonymous meetings a week. So when I first got there and heard we had to go, it was mandatory to go to a certain amount of anonymous meetings, I was like, I gotta find myself a sex anonymous group, an SA anonymous. It sounds awesome. It sounds like, how can that be a problem? Evidently, seriously, is a problem for people. I'm like, it sounds like an addiction I want. Oh my God, I love that. And so, like, over the week, a lot of things broken with me. Like, another, I want to start this anonymous group because my coffee machine broke. It said CA, Coffee Anonymous, and I was saying this at this restaurant, and like some nurse, some waitress started acting like a little bored. And it's like, there's already a CA group, it's Cocaine Anonymous. I'm like, don't those people have their own anonymous meetings called NA, Narcotics Anonymous? Cocaine Anonymous. Oh, so they're greedy, they're like bisexual people. Oh. So, yeah, I mentioned bisexual people, and believe me, they even admitted they're openly greedy. I dated a couple of them when I was like 12 or 13, and I also have a relative that's a bisexual, and he's like, you barely rounded third base, and you're expecting to get a menage a trois here? And I was like, well, that was the plan. It was like, but you're third pane. You have to have dreams even at that age. And no, I just got a lot of blue balls. What else was there? I figured out that how Geronimo and the Ninja Turtles are synonymous with each other. Geronimo is something you say during an exhilarating experience, kind of like when the Ninja Turtles said, "Cowabunga!" Come on. Guess like, no? I'm sorry. I watched that when I was a kid. So, F you. Alright, I'm getting the light, and, the hurricane up in North Carolina. I was, like I said, I watch very few things on TV. It's the Ellen DeGeneres show or the news. And evidently during the hurricane, North Carolina emptied, pretty much evacuated anything by the shoreline, everything but the prisons. Well, and I think the taxpayers were thinking that would have been cheaper on their end because cheaper death sentences. So I guess that didn't pan out as well as I thought it would have. All right, well, I guess I gotta get going because I'm not making you guys laugh. Well, besides for that. Well, good night. Thank you.
One more time for Waldo, everybody. Waldo, don't forget your, Waldo, don't forget your notebook. All right. Let's see See, we get all sorts of performers here at Brew House. You never know what's coming on stage. We get comics, musicians, everything else. You know, something I haven't seen too much tonight is impressionists. You guys like impressions?
Sure.
A lot of comics do impressions. People like them. I don't do too many impressions myself, frankly, because they're hard, and I don't like to put that much effort into this. But there is one. I've been working on it for a while now. It's still not very good, but I feel like we've gotten to know each other a bit tonight. This is a safe space. I'll give it a try for you folks tonight. This is, frankly, it's a pretty bad impression of Sylvester Stallone. Well, hello! I'm Sylvester Stallone. I wrote and directed the movie Rocky. And that was a really bad impression of Sylvester Stallone. You get the joke, Carnegie Hall? All right, let's keep this show rolling. Your next comedian coming to stage, I want you to clap it up. He's a very unique performer, always fun to watch. Clap it up for Drew, everybody.
Anybody in here? Good. Anybody in here familiar with Droopy Dog? I know, it's hipster bar. You wouldn't know Droopy Dog. He's an old cartoon. Going up, sir. Mind the step, sir. Hold on, sir. Your floor, sir. Have a good day, sir. Tex Avery cartoons. That's everybody's assignment tonight, is to look up Droopy Dog. I know Royce knows who Droopy Dog is. Like Mr. Hines said, I'm a very entertaining comedian to watch, at least I hope so. There's a very fine line between genius and insanity, and when you're dealing with me, truer words have never been spoken. It's, you know, like Johnny Cash, he likes to walk the line like that, you know how that goes? Yeah. I flirt a little bit with it, I kind of go back and forth. Half the day I might be a genius, the other half of the day I might be insane. Pinky and the Brain from Animaniacs, one was a genius, the other was insane too. Pretty cool dudes. They were laboratory mice with genes spliced that wanted to take over the world. Got someone laughing, there we go. I suffer, I suffer from having a crazy good memory. Part of that has to do with having Asperger's syndrome. That's being on the high functioning end of the autism spectrum. And my mom died when I was 10, and I'm a rape survivor, so a lot of times I suffer from emotional ineptitude. And last night, I was at Halloween Horror Nights at Universal. Not telling anybody in here how to spend their money. It was fun. I enjoyed the intricate details of all the mazes of which I walked through. However, as I'm going around every single corner and I see the Demogorgon and Stranger Things jumping out at me, and Michael Myers jumping out at me in the Halloween house, I'm like, hey, what's up, man? How's it going? Don't worry, it's not you guys, it's me. Don't feel bad. I kind of felt bad for those actors, because, there were people in there that were actually screaming, and I'm just like, hey, what's up? Doing good over there, little homie? Pretty decent amount of time. So it's pretty fun being able to do that. My Dolphins have started off the season with a 2-0 record, which is crazy. I'm happy. We're sitting atop the AFC East all by ourselves, and we're going to try to beat a winless Raider team on Sunday. There's probably going to be a lot of fights at that game too, just because there always is. But you know what? I'm not a big UFC kind of guy because, dropping $50 or breaking bread at a bar with a bunch of drunks that I don't know watching a UFC fight's not fun to me. I do enjoy watching CM Punk, even though he's gotten his ass whipped a couple of times. I love the guy to death, but because he's a straight edge like me and a little bit of a cocky douche, but it's fine. And where was I going with that? Oh yes, Fights at Dolphins games get the biggest bang for your buck. And it's always the worst when the cops come and break it up, because especially if the team is taking a humongous dump on the field, at least I got this entertainment over here. Holy shit, a couple of drunks are beating the shit out of each other. I want to take a look at this shit. Oh man, and then the cops come and they break it up. And I sit there and I'm like, you know what? That fight has been brought to you by Budweiser for a cool, clean, crisp, refreshing taste. Make it a Budweiser, the king of beers. This Bud's for you. From the stadium formerly known as Joe Robbie, whatever corporate smut naming rights on it now, I'm Drew. Good night from Miami Gardens.
One more time for Drew, everybody. Clap it up for him. All right, looks like we're going back to music now. Let's get your next performer on stage. Welcome Andrew Marsh, everybody. Clap it up for him.
Over valleys in full bloom, mountain moon, all I need to see is you. Brought with me into the woods, questions weighing heavily, needed to recharge and break free. Scared at first to wander far, but beyond the beaten trails, I found real life fairy tales. Dusty paths we slowly wind, leave the mountain layers behind. Wilderness has blown our minds, pulling into home again, weary from the timeless quest, wild instincts laid to rest. Mountain moon, shining silver lights the way. Mountain moon makes illusions melt away. Mountain moon, over valleys in full bloom. Mountain moon, hope to see you again soon.
In a drum, waves flows through me, crashing down, spiral down all the way. At a crest, waves flows through me, carries me up and down all the day. All the places we go, it's the same situation. It's only you who can set you free. Eyes are clearer, above the trees. Break on through the walls to see everything. Tangled up vines run through me. Birds take hold further down all the way. Up above, branches sturdy, swinging out above the ground into the lake. All the places we go, it's the same situation. It's only you who can set you free. Eyes are clearer above the clouds. Break on through to where now you'll be found. Eyes are clearer above the trees. Breaking through it all to where you see everything. Tangling, swimming through the waves. Oh, you're rising away. Wherever you stay, there is a better way. Always, always. Eyes are clearer above the clouds. Break on through it all now to where you'll be found. Eyes are clearer above the trees. Break on through it all to where you'll see everything. Thank you.
Okay, about a year ago I did a benefit concert next door for my 50th birthday, and this is a song I started with. It's by Bob Dylan. It's called My Back Pages.
Some flames that through my ears, my mighty traps. Rounds of fire on flaming roads, using ideas as my maps. Neon edges, sins that I proudly needed proud. Oh, I was so much
somehow. Oh, I was so much older then. I'm younger than that now. Yeah, I was so much older then. I'm younger than that now. Oh, I was so much older then. I'm younger than that now. Hey Mike, can I get a little bit more volume on the mic? Speaking of which. Okay, this next song's one of mine. It's about a place in Lake Worth that doesn't exist anymore. It's called the Coffee Gallery. The name of the song is M Street. Delicatessen. Change the name about every other day. I guess to keep the people guessing. Every Wednesday night a crowd would gather on the sidewalk to hear the music play. That old beat disappeared from the scene. I guess it's just nature's way. Guitar and I'm not superstar, but I'm still strumming to the beat. Keep strumming on M Street. Strumming on M Street. Still see some of those guys, different nights, different sidewalks, and still the music plays. Some of them will never seen again. In my heart the music will remain. Play my music down on M Street. Play my music down on M Street. I got no guitar and I'm not superstar, but I'm still strumming to the beat. I'm still playing to the street. I'm still strumming to the beat. Keep strumming on M Street. Strumming on M Street. Strumming on M Street. Play the music down on M Street.
That was Evan Street. My name is Sheldon, and it's been fun. Thank you.
Sounded like you had to think about that for a second, Sheldon. One more time for Sheldon, everybody. Clap it up for him. All right, we are going to switch back to comedy here momentarily. Coming to stage next, is a very funny guy. I want to pause while Sheldon gets his stuff together here. Oh, man. Remember, guys, we do this show every Thursday night. Keep coming back. We are in the home stretch here. We got about 8 or 9 performers left for y'all this evening. If you enjoyed yourself tonight, tell your friends. Come on back the next week. We're here every Thursday night. And see some live art, support some live art, have fun, drink some good beers. Have people awkwardly stand behind you while you talk into a microphone. You know, you never know what can happen. But no, we'll keep this show going. Your next performer coming to stage, he's a very funny guy. Oh, we're still tangled up here. Hold on.
Almost done.
Technical difficulties. To steal a joke from a friend of mine, it seems like it would be easier to go out and buy new chords than untangle the chords that you already have. All right, guys. Your next performer coming to stage, very funny man. I want you to clap it up for Royce Emily, everybody.
Well, with an introduction like that, I'm even interested to know what I'm going to say tonight. My name is Royce. I'm also known as Royce by choice, but that's because I talk in rhyme. I seem to do it all the time, and I feel fine. But everyone else, well, they think it's a crime. My Afro-American friends think I'm talking rap, but I've told them that's a bunch of crap. They say if you talk in rhyme, then you're a sap. And I've tried to explain, look, I'm just an English chap who loves to rhyme when I get the chance, since my body no longer lets me dance. Words choke and fog my mind from knowing time. Then I start talking to everyone in rhyme. Some of my friends think I sound like Dr. Seuss, but I swear, I don't like green eggs, ham, or juice. I'm just a simpleton who thinks with his heart, hoping my words will make me sound smart. Not schooled to write in proper verse, spelling and grammar have been my life's curse. But on I go looking for the truth, yet all I'm sure of is I've lost my youth. Well, for a little while, I'll try and make you smile. I'm really happy that you're here, drinking all the Brew House beer. But you better order another beer, I may end up sounding queer. I usually talk about what happened to me during the week, and not much. This past week, Sunday, went over to my friend's house and watched football, of course. And we watched a couple of games, and then I decided maybe I'd better leave, because his wife came out in a Jets shirt, stood in front of the TV and said, "Hey, either play me or trade me." So I thought I'd better leave then. I ran into an old Afro-American friend, and we were talking football, and I said, "What's your sport?" And he said, "Oh, baseball." I said, "Why do you like baseball so much?" He said, "Oh, I love to play baseball." He said, "It's the only time I can wave a bat at a white guy and not start a race riot." You know, I used to be a limo driver for about 5 years, and during that period I wrote a column called Pearls from the Back Seat. So I'll tell you a couple of my pearls from the back seat. This Pakistani guy gets in my car, and I asked how his flight was, and he said, "I fly first class. I sit in front row at aisle." He said, "Everybody behind me is pointing fingers at me." He said, "Whispering. They all think I am a terrorist." He says, "They come and stand beside me." He said, "Finally, I have enough of it." I stood up. I said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I am not a terrorist. I'm not involved in 9/11. I'm involved in 7/11. Oh, I would have an elderly gentleman gets in my car and tells me that he's from West Virginia and he's a miner. He says, "I'm a coal miner. My daddy's a coal miner. My granddaddy was a coal miner. My son ain't. He lives down here, and he sent me a ticket, but I don't like coming to Florida." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because of them signs." I said, what signs? He said, them signs everywhere you go. It says, we don't serve minors here. I can't help what they say. I was dispatched to Delta, and there was a lady with 2 suitcases, and she's clutching a big soft leather bag, and I put the suitcases in the trunk, tried to take the soft leather bag from her, and she says, no, I want to hold this on my lap in my back seat. I said, fine. Open the door, she gets in, cradles it on her lap, asks where she's going. I tell her I'll have her home shortly. She said, good. I am so tired. I said, well, we'll have you home shortly. 3 beats later, she goes, when we get home, I'm going to take you in and I'm going to feed you, and then we're going to have a shower together, and then we're going to go to bed. I said, ma'am, I am hungry. I do need a shower, and I could use some sleep, but I'm married. She said, driver, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to my dog in the bag here. You never knew what people were going to say. The guy and his wife gets in the car and he says, hey, my name's Al. I'm an electrician. This is my wife, Alice. We're down here on vacation. I said, well, welcome to Florida. He says, yeah, I told my wife, Alice, that someday after she turned 40, I was going to take her to Florida and trade her in for 2 20-year-olds. Ha, ha, ha. His wife says, yeah, but I'm safe enough because I'm the only one that knows he ain't wired for 220. Okay, let's keep this show going. I want to get me off the there, a light. Thank you. Good night, all.
One more time for Royce, everybody. Clap it up for him. All right, we're going to switch genres again. We got some poetry coming up next. It's our first poet of the evening. I want you to clap it up for Elena, everybody. Elena, making the way down.